Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 3 of the Fantasy Breakdown, the J-Fed Football Show. I am your host, Jeff Fetters. I am not Steven Seagal. All right. Week 3 is upon us, and let's start that off with our bullet points. First one, kick returns at an all-time high for 15 years. We're talking about 117 kick returns for the first couple weeks. It is insane. A 77% rate. That is 25% higher than normal. What is it doing? It's ruining fantasy football. It's taking away 30 to 40 yards a game, sometimes even more than that. So yeah, stats are deflating. The NFL wanted kick returns. I could give a fuck less about kick returns. Next bullet. Quarterbacks. Out with the old, in with the new. Joe Flacco, Russ Wilson. How much more time do they got? How about out with the new, in with the old? Are we going from Michael Penix to possibly back to Kirk Cousins? What about Jake Brownpants, Mr. $75 FMVB money? He shit himself. CJ Stroud, he also shit himself. What's wrong with him? We got a quarterback situation going on all over the league. It's a giant soap opera that's definitely going to play out. Is that CJ Stroud? Let me put on my blurry ass glasses. Oh, that's right. That's not CJ Stroud. That's fucking RG3. Next bullet point. The AFC sucks. Plain and simple. We got teams over there, 6 teams that are above 500. We have, altogether in the NFL, I believe we have 5 teams that have scored under 48 points. Why I say 48 points? That's what the Minnesota Vikings scored this week. If you're in the AFC, you got a cakewalk. You're going to make the playoffs even if you're a decent team. NFC, tough as hell. The NFC came over basically these last couple weeks and kicked the shit out of the AFC almost every single game. Insane to think about. Well, that's all the bullet points I got. Let's go ahead and start the fantasy breakdown. ESPN, we are here for the fantasy breakdown. And without further ado, let's hit some breakdown music and talk about our scores this week. And here we go. Low Feds 90, Biscuit Heads 119. Phallus Cowboys 103, knocking off Show Me Your TDs by a point, scoring 102. Sioux Girls 130, Bumps and J's 131, a 1-point game there, pretty wild. Finger Bang Leg JPP, our lowest scorer for the week at 84, and Big Fat Titty Burgers at 122. Dak Shots 95, Dick Cream uses the Baltimore Ravens last night to get by him with 111. You Madden Bro, 147, and Kittle's Hammy, 141. Wow, what a barn burner there. All right, put them standings up for me. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at them. We got 2 teams sitting at 0-3 down there. We got a few teams still undefeated. As we figured, you always play in division, so something happens there. Don't worry, every team you just played the last 3 weeks, you get them back at the end of the season. All right. Without further ado, hit our next group of music, and let's talk about our Bo Jackson Award for the week. Our Bo Jackson Award goes to You Madden Bro. His QB may look like Jason Campbell and Prince had a baby, but he went off this week. He went ahead and put up 39 points. A couple people on his team went off. He put up huge numbers because of that, even though half of his bench is fighting a war in Ukraine right now. Insane to think about. Next award, the Golden Shaft Award. And this week, it goes to the team that was actually the caboose last week. This week, they're the second highest scoring team, but unfortunately went to 0-3. That is Kittle's Hurt Hammy. Unbelievable, Kittle's Hurt Hammy. 141 points. He's got to win when it comes at 3:59. He looks like he's got it in the bag. By 7 o'clock, Cortland Sutton drops points on him. Caleb Williams goes off on him, and you get reamed like a drill press. Wow, unbelievable. Next thing we're going to do, I remembered this week, we're talking about next week's schedule. What do we got? Let's go ahead and have AI break it down for us now. Know what? Fuck it, AI. I'm better than AI. Schedule. Dick Crees versus the Low Feds. We got Finger Bang JPP versus the Phallus Cowboys. Kittle's Hammy versus Bumps and Jays. You Mad Bro versus the Titty Burgers. Sioux Girls 1 Cup versus the Dak Shots in the Porn Bowl. Show Me Your TDs versus the Biscuit Heads. That's what we got this week for coming up in the schedule. It's going to be an exciting week. What are we forgetting? That's right, I didn't forget shit. Let's go ahead and introduce our next segment. And it's my favorite segment of the week.
It is now time for the caboose of the week.
All right, so our caboose of the week goes to Finger Banging Like JPP. He goes to 0-3. Yeah, you know me. Wait, that didn't mean to be a song. Let's go ahead, play ourselves out. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in week 4. You guys have a wonderful, glorious week.
Finger bang like JPP, he's 0-3. Finger bang like JPP, he's 0-3. Check it. You're 0-3 like JPP. Now you lost your boy CD. Maybe you can replace him with Tank's Bixby. JPP, he's 0-3. He's got SDEs and fantasy. Who's down with JPP, not the referees. Up the referees up. Finger bang like JPP, he's 0-3. Finger bang like JPP, he's 0-3. Shake it, yo, 0-3 like JPP. Now you lost your boy CD. Maybe you can replace him with Tank's Bixby. Check it, he's 0-3. He's got SD, he's a fantasy. Who's down with JPP, not the referees. Finger bang like JPP, he's 0-3.